Certainly the creepiest.
I've had mannequins thrown across the room.
I don't even know how to describe that. It really sounded like footsteps. He does a weird one. What is that?
That's definitely not Michael.
You don't like women, do you?
They saw it go past the window.
That sounds like footsteps. I can hear the thumping, yeah.
Ran out, crying.
Can anyone else hear voices?
Oh, there it goes, there it goes.
They were like right there.
I feel like I keep seeing like an old man.
You make it go red.
Behind me.
Crypt Keepers, thank you for tuning into Amy's Crypt. Tonight we are back at Old Tailem Town to continue our paranormal investigation. We've already had some really amazing evidence captured, so if you guys haven't done so already, go back and watch the part 1. Before we get into things though, I do just want to give a big thank you and shout out to Adelaide Haunted Horizons. They've helped me out to gain access to this place, and if you guys are interested in doing your own investigation here or coming on a ghost tour here, you can. I'm going to leave all of their details below in the description so you can find their website and book tickets or follow them on social media. But now, let's get this investigation started. Old Tailem Town is said to be one of the most haunted places in South Australia. The artificial town was built as a tourist attraction and consists of many old relocated buildings filled with antiques. Our investigation of the town's old church had already yielded some scary and interesting results, which can be seen in my part 1 video. Oh, that's so creepy. What was that? Paranormal music box is going off by itself. Just one noise so that we know that you're here.
That's the doorway where there's been figures seen, right?
Now we move on to other paranormal hotspots, starting with the Emporium, perhaps one of the most unsettling areas of the town, where we already captured some strange occurrences during our walkthrough in the day.
What the hell?
Keep watching, because as this night progressed, we documented some very interesting phenomena. I'm currently inside the Emporium here, and I think this is one of the bigger buildings. It's at least very long. Certainly the creepiest. And Alison, who's here with us again, mentioned like this was one of the more active, like scary places.
It's the one I don't like.
Yeah.
I love it because I hate it. And that's the best way of describing it. I've had mannequins literally hurled across the shop when I've been on my own, and that is an experience you don't want to have when you're on your own. And I don't mean they just topple, I mean they go meters across the floor.
That's so good.
It's cool, unless you're on your own.
Yeah.
That is not so cool.
Do you know anything of the history or anything that might cause that?
Well, we don't know the history that might cause it, but it's not a shop, so you can see it's one very long shop. Okay, there's a women's section up here, children's section here, and men's section down here. The thing is, it's not one long shop, it's 3 different homes. So he bought 3 different houses, knocked the walls out, and then put the houses together to make the long shop. So you're actually standing in people's homes. And the earliest home that you're standing in is 1890. So there's a lot of history behind these houses. Yeah, they've got a lot of history.
Yeah, for sure.
This is one of the buildings we think that it's to do with the building, one of these 3 buildings. Not so much with what we've seen around the village. I think this is specifically with one of these buildings. At some point, from the responses we're getting, maybe there was a bit of, in some time period in its history, it had an abusive relationship. I don't know, it seems to be indicating that there was, some female abuse as in partnership.
Do you think that it's a female here or a male?
I think it's the male, and it's usually when I'm calling the male out, because quite often we'll bring guests in here and we'll go down the track that, it's not like it was. Women now got the right to vote. Women now kind of go out to work. Women now are like, we're in charge. And that seems to stir things up. We're not provoking, it's just calling out that things have changed and women are stronger these days than they used to be back then. And, we wouldn't accept that behaviour now.
Don't know if you're like me then.
Oh yeah, well that's what I keep saying with the women, it's like, we're not quite what we were. But yeah, we've had that mannequin there. When nobody's been near it, just go boom across the floor. Another mannequin up there, just go boom across the floor.
This the male one here.
Yeah, the one without the head.
Oh, this one here.
Is that why it's missing the head?
Yeah, it just flew across the room one day.
Took his noggin off. So we've seen these earlier today. These are total jigsaw tricycles. Where's my favourite thing? This. I don't even know how to describe that.
It's like a doll in a. It's creepy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
and so all these
Yeah.
lady in white.
These are wedding dresses. Alright, I'm like getting chills right here. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at this one. Maybe that's why I'm getting
That's
chills.
creepy.
How do you feel in here?
Yeah, mannequins are pretty creepy.
Ah, there's so many clothes and stuff.
If only Walmart was this creepy.
If only.
Actually, yeah, I think isn't it creepy?
Creepy for other reasons. Ugh, look at this bra.
It's really cool.
Hold in that girdle. Zach Brannigan. Okay, this is weird.
Oh yeah.
This lady looks like a zombie. She belongs in a Romero film. This one. What the heck?
Oh, her eyes are missing.
And she's moving. I think that might be just the floor. She
She's
is
moving?
though. She's moving. Can you see the dingle dangle on her cheek? I think maybe because we walked near it.
Let me try walking near it again.
Yeah, like if I bounce. Oh god. Yeah, this is by far the creepiest room. And like, just looking back at you, I can just see mannequins reflecting in the mirror. Like the silhouettes. La Llorona. Oh man. Look at this mirror. Isn't that cool? Oh, look at all the dresses back here. And there's a little doll down here too. Oh my god, and look at that one even further back. Can you see her?
Oh yeah.
What the heck? Alright guys, I think it's time to just go lights out and we'll start reaching out in here and see if we can get any mannequins to fly across the room or something. Might be cool. So yeah, let's try.
So what have we got here, Ames?
We have a couple of K2 meters set up on this bench and they measure fluctuations in the electromagnetic field, and some people believe that ghosts can manipulate that. We have a ovulus over here, so it's already spit out a couple of random words, so
It's just calibrating.
yeah, so I'm not too fussed on them. Alison's gonna check out some more cat balls because we love the cat balls. They're the life of the party. And then down here we have that's reading the current temperature at 13.1 degrees Celsius. Oh, it's going up. I can feel the heat. It's actually pretty freezing in here.
And actually, I just felt like this one just went off. Oh, there you go. That one's going off.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, you see, what interests me more is when one goes off and the others don't.
Did you say you seen the first one go off, Jared? Or?
I seen this one go off, and then this
yeah,
one.
that one's
Second
going
one.
off too.
Oh, and the third
Wow.
one.
Can you set off just one of these? So,
Just one.
only one. Can you make it go red?
Oh,
Oh, thank you.
thank you.
Did it go red?
Yes.
Yeah, it did.
And only one of them.
Can you make it go red? Can you make it go red?
For the night vision people who are watching, when it goes right up, that's reaching the red.
Whoa, that's
That goes
big.
again.
Yeah, that's huge.
Did you make it go red because we said red?
I've never seen them go up that high before.
Ooh, there it goes. Can you make a different one go red?
Makes me wonder what's in that chest.
No electrics in it anyway. Unless it's a dead body.
Oh, it's not you making it go off, is it, Jared?
Well, movement shouldn't make it go off because movement doesn't.
I'm moving.
Shouldn't.
Oh, it really likes that middle one, doesn't it?
Because K2s don't work on movement
Yeah.
or vibration, it works on movement. Don't even when
Well,
it's
just
dead.
then I wasn't moving at all,
No.
so...
Yeah.
It works on EMF.
Oh,
not
it's
yet.
going off.
And yet the one nearest Jared isn't. So if it's the camera that's making it go off,
Oh, exactly. You'd
which
think
it shouldn't be.
We've never had our camera cause ours to
Yeah.
go off.
I mean, if it gets close enough, it will.
Maybe I'll just take a step back. And it's like they're all going off, even the far one, you know?
The one nearest you isn't going off. It hasn't even flickered.
Can you make the one near me go red?
So whatever it is in this area here, but stronger here. But it's not affecting this. If it's a natural wave coming from your camera, all three
Hmm.
should be coming off. Oh, now it's your two. It's definitely the middle one though. You hear a knock?
Yeah. Sound like behind Jared.
Behind me.
Yeah.
I heard it as well.
Can you make another noise if there's someone down there?
Footsteps.
That sounds like footsteps, yeah.
That's footsteps. That's definite footsteps. Like boots.
Yeah. Can you come join us?
Temperature gauge is flickering about. I think that's a bit normal, isn't it, to go a little bit.
Yeah.
Michael, are you there? Yeah, it's Michael.
Oh, okay. Would that have been his boots?
He didn't go past, but...
Because I don't know if anyone else thought this, but that sounded like it was like in the roof.
Well,
or
that's him
something.
walking now, and it's not making that sound.
So these have all gone off. I'm going to try and go near it and see if I make it go off. See, I'm right near it now. It's not going
Yeah.
off.
It's not.
So I don't think it was the camera or anything.
And it's stopped now. We've stopped focusing. Oh, no.
Oh, now it's gone off again.
Is it me?
Is it you? No? It stopped while we were talking. It was like when we weren't paying attention.
But I wasn't doing... When I just put the camera near it, then it didn't do anything. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's the camera. That's interesting.
If you like us, make it go red.
You don't like women, do you?
Come on, we want to see red.
You've seen a lot of red tonight. That was going off crazy
Yeah, I
before.
know.
But it was interesting when you said that question, can you make it go up to red, and it just, one of them just went boom,
Boom.
on command.
Just one as
Yeah.
well.
But not a third.
Yeah.
So different strengths each time
Yeah.
on different ones, which none of us have moved, so...
What is that
That's
noise?
definitely not Michael.
Yeah.
That's not Michael.
Sounds like things moving around down there.
You still down there? He's gone, but that was a heavy thud from
Yeah.
down here.
Red, 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 red.
Can you hear that thumping?
I can hear the thumping, yeah.
I reckon it's down this end now, whereas before it seemed
Yeah.
more like that end.
Should we go for a little wanderings?
Yeah. So I'm heading down the Emporium because we're hearing quite loud. Oh no. Okay.
Don't step on a cat ball.
Because we're hearing like heavy thuds, and at the start it really, really sounded like footsteps.
There it is again.
Coming from back there, maybe?
Yeah, let's go a bit closer.
Just watch out for cat balls on the floor.
Yeah. just stand in this corner and listen maybe? It's almost like a dragging noise. I can't really hear it as loud anymore. But
I'm still hearing it here.
yeah. I can't really hear it
It's
here.
like a constant rolling.
It's almost like a dragging as well. So this here is the mannequin.
Nothing out there.
Nothing out there. So Alison just went outside to check if
There's no
there's a
rumbling,
source.
no, so I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that weird noise that we've been hearing, like there's no source, apparent source outside for it, so
Everybody's up.
yeah, that's a weird one. But this little guy, he's the one that's been thrown across the room apparently.
The headless mannequin.
Yeah, I don't know, why this poor chap? Oh my god, look at this old Bonds hat.
He deserves the best.
Sport briefs. Not sponsored. Let's go back towards the middle though, because I feel like we were getting most of our stuff there. Okay, they don't look like they have been. I think it's getting colder in here, but that's not a huge drop, so it's currently 12.9.
So there's a gentleman here tonight. Actually, I don't know why I call you a gentleman. Are you happy there's women in here tonight? No, you don't like me in here.
Am I alright? You don't like me, you can make me leave.
Amy's pretty tough too.
Yeah, you'd need to do something pretty extreme to get rid of me.
She's seen it all.
Do it, I dare ya. I don't think he can, Alison.
Might be too weak tonight.
Yeah.
Or maybe you find women intimidating. Because we're not as scared as we used to be. Women have the vote now. We go out to work. Some of us even rule the roost.
Yeah. I'm the boss.
Females can.
Jared here doesn't dare say anything against.
Can you attest that I'm the boss? Yeah, Jared?
No. I'm
What?
alright.
Jared has to do as he's told. Actually, it's funny, the lights have stopped completely now.
Oh yeah. It's like, nah, I don't like this now.
We scared you off. Which is interesting because you would have thought it was a natural occurrence that we had.
It would carry on.
It should be going still because nothing's changed. We're all here. We've got the same equipment we've got,
Yeah.
and now it's just completely gone dead.
Right, everything's died down a bit now, so I think we're going to wrap up in here for the moment. Alright guys, so we were just in here, we had it while a tour guide came through and just was explaining some of the ghost stories of the Emporium, and Jared had a weird experience. So just tell me about it.
So it was like, so I was standing in this corner just behind this mannequin here, and we had all the lights off, so I couldn't see anything. But in my mind, like I had a perception of where, like everyone was standing. Like Amy was standing next to me, and I thought Alison was standing next to her, like leaning against the bench, but I couldn't see anything. And when the tour guide turned his torch on, obviously they weren't standing there, like they were like behind me, and it sort of just was. It was just weird because I felt like they were like right there, and then the lights went on and they weren't. So whether it was, you know, a mind game, or I think one of the tour guide was actually saying, you know, when we were in during that session, that some people feel like there's something like right here when there's nothing there at all. So I don't know, it's just a weird feeling, like, you know, because you have an idea of where everyone is in the room, and
Yeah, it's odd because I was standing next to you. I didn't feel anything like that.
Yeah. I was also really cold, but it's a really cold
It's
night
freezing,
tonight, in case you can't
yeah.
tell.
Alright guys, so we're going to move on from the Emporium now and go into our next paranormal hotspot. Okay guys, we just ventured into the Bent Elbow Hotel, but this was apparently someone's home, and we're gonna go for a walk through and investigate and see if we can get... What are the kind of interesting things that tend to happen in here?
With this one, we've actually had one really, which might be worth you trying, is we've started mirror gazing, which is a rather strange thing to say, but we've been doing it on special Victorian nights. In the bedroom here is a mirror, and I put a girl there. She was actually a skeptic. I said, why don't you just sit there and stare into the mirror, low light, see what happens? And she was there for about 5 minutes and she ran out crying into the street. And she said she'd been sitting there in the mirror when her face had completely transformed. Another face transformed over hers, and it was of a man. She could see every detail. She said he had very high cheeks, very sallow kind of face, moustache. She could even see the parting in the hair. Yes, the creepy part. About 3 or 4 weeks after that, we had a group investigating in the Emporium, and one of the girls freaked out because she said she could see the figure of a man come up along the veranda, like we said, figure C, and look in the window. She said it was a man who had a moustache, very long cheekbones, sallow in the face, and the same parting. She didn't know what that girl had seen only 3 weeks earlier.
And just for a bit of context, the Emporium is literally like right next door to this place. So.
Yeah, so it was interesting that 2 people had now seen the same face and described it when the 2 people didn't even know.
Yeah.
So
imagine seeing that in the mirror as well.
She was like, oh yes, I'll go and do that because she didn't believe in anything, and it's just like, yes, I'll do it, and then she's out there too.
Wow.
So we've had children laughing, we've had children giggling. There is a bath down there. We've had people seem to be drawn to it, and we did find a history behind the bath that kind of backed up what people were experiencing in there. So it's been a lot of different things in here, footsteps, you name it.
Awesome. Okay, I look forward to this one. Oh, I just got shivers. Oh, check out the roof in here.
Oh yeah, it's wavy.
It's like this.
Yeah, that is a shonky looking roof, isn't it?
Yeah, look at it. Yeah.
Alright guys, you can probably only just see Jared's face. That's actually a reflection of his face in a mirror. And he's going to try mirror gazing. So Jared, listen to me, I'm going to tell you what you're going to need to do.
Yep.
I want you to stare at your face. And just relax and just almost like stare through your face. Don't think about it. Maybe just don't even concentrate too hard on your features, and just kind of focus on what you're seeing. Is your face the same? Is it changing?
I look like an old man.
Well, you are getting on. But really, does it look like you?
No, I look like an old man. When I like kind of relax and just stare at it.
Well, I'm looking at you from an angle. I'm looking at your face and you look completely normal to me, like normal Jared. So this is the interesting thing about mirror gazing, is your face can change and you can start to look like someone that isn't you. You might see other things in the mirror, and the longer you look, the weirder things start to get. So I think we're going to leave you alone in here, Jared. You cool with that?
Yeah.
Alright, and Alison and I are going to go into the hallway. Alright, so I'm currently in the hallway. It's very, very dark. Jared's just in here. Don't stop looking at the mirror. Have paranormal music box set up. And a REM pod's down here. Is there anyone home? And put this K2 next to this. Is there anyone home? We've just put someone in your bedroom. I hope that's okay. If there is someone here, can you come and say hello to us? Maybe you can walk into the bedroom.
The gentleman that's standing by the mirror, his name's Jared. Maybe you can show yourself. You try very hard and show Jared what you look like. You've done it before. If you can't do that, maybe you can light some of the lights up, just let us know you're there.
Can anyone else hear voices?
I thought I could.
Like a distant chatter?
A distant chatter, but there isn't anybody out there at the moment. Everyone's sitting in the church, which is over the other end.
Yeah.
So there's nobody in the village.
It was very, very faint.
Yeah. And the whole thing about Tailem Town is out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, it really, really is, guys. If there's someone else around, can you come and meet us in the hallway? Okay, I can see a torch out there. So maybe that distant chatter was people.
Maybe somebody's sitting.
Do you want to give us an update, Jared? Are you seeing anything, or...?
I feel like I keep seeing like an old man.
Keep looking, don't stop looking. What does the old man look like?
He looks like old, wrinkly old man.
Does it look like you?
No.
Can you describe, like, okay, wrinkly old man?
Now I want to say he has a moustache, but not just because Alison said it before, that there was a story about a guy with a moustache in here.
Alright, but I haven't told you how old.
This guy looked old, like old man, really old.
Any other features you can point out?
Sort of like saggy, sort of like saggy cheeks, you know, really old sort of, man, I don't know.
Saggy cheeks. He has a mustache.
I swear he has a moustache here. When I try and focus on it, you know what I mean, like it's not there anymore.
Stop breaking your gaze.
It's only when I like relax and just sort of let my eyes adjust to the darkness, and then I look like an old man with a moustache. Really old man.
Does the moustache have a white patch in the middle?
No, it's my moustache. Your vision starts changing.
Yeah.
And I swear I seen like a really old man. Like old, like 80 or so, like old.
Right.
Really old, that's what I saw.
Are other people seeing old, or...?
One did, one didn't. One said he was in his 60s, or 50s, 60s. And the one that's, you know, I said the girl went out crying.
Yeah.
I put a second person there who didn't know what she'd seen. And he saw another old man, but he said he was in his 80s.
Oh, okay.
So, two different age.
Just recap what you saw, Jared.
So, this is my first time doing the mirror gazing thing. And I stared at my own eyes, and I like let my sort of eyes adjust and just relax. And I swear I look like an old man, like real old, with like a moustache. But when you're doing it, if you try and focus on the moustache, like, you know, I just see my own face. So, but if you just gotta kind of let yourself go, and I look like a really old man in his 80s with a moustache.
Was it odd?
Yeah, it does feel kind of odd.
Weird. Alright guys, so we've just come down the hall and we're right near the bathroom. So if Jared just pokes his head in here, you'll see the bathtub, mirror and sink. So I'm going to call out here, I've got an obelisk, I'm just going to put that on the floor. Because Wish healer. I was just about to say I feel like me holding it because of my body heat might trigger it, so I wanted to put it on the floor. We got the words wish and healer through. I'm not sure if that's really relevant to anything. Thank you for letting us come into your home. I hope that it's okay that we're in here. If we do have anybody around that's listening to me, maybe you want to talk or let us know that you're here. If you do, that would be great. Can you make a noise for me, please? Okay, there's like another group of people and one of them just ran and was screaming, is all I heard. So I was making note of that. They're in a different building and area, but that's all I can hear.
As soon as I start filming, it'll stop. There you
Yeah,
go.
that's it. So the REM pod just went off.
And we just missed it.
Yeah, we were just talking about like wrapping up what we're doing and like that nothing was happening in here. And then of course we hear the little chirps.
You tormenting us.
Yeah.
You teasing.
Come on, do it again. Do it again. I dare
Can you do it? Or are you just going, thank God?
do these spirits respond to reverse psychology sometimes?
They just respond when they feel like it.
you. Yeah.
Welcome to the world of paranormal, guys. It doesn't happen every time.
Yeah, nothing's normal.
Sometimes you get nothing, sometimes you get small things, and sometimes you hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes, there it goes.
Just as you said that.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, we're wrapping up, we're leaving, and nothing's happening in here. Jared turns off the camera, boom, starts going. Did you catch the end of it?
Yeah, I did get a little bit.
It's a shame you didn't get the question bit, or the comment.
Yeah.
Same comment both times. I think you're playing.
Alright, I'm about to leave now.
I think you're teasing
Yeah,
us.
let's get going.
Yeah, let's all walk down the hall away from it. We're about to leave.
Is that you setting it off?
Shouldn't be now. Well, no, because we've walked down here and it never went off. That was the step I took, the exact step.
I think I might have got a bit closer to it. Alright.
No, it's definitely not us setting it off.
No, that
I'm
wasn't
not
us.
playing. I'm getting out of here because absolutely nothing is happening. No, I'm on my way. I'm
See
on
ya.
my way. Bye. See ya. That is horrific. I would have a heart attack. Let's go in the cinema.
Yeah, go for your house.
Hey, remember we had one of them
Oh yeah, we did have a little ice cream bucket.
choc tops. I think choc tops are a heaps Australian cinema thing. If you know what a choc top is, please leave a comment. So guys, in my part one we came in the cinema, but I did want to just nip back in before we leave, just because if you didn't know, I used to work in cinema. It's very close to my heart. But I am going to wrap up this video in here. If you guys did enjoy it, please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. You can do more reading on any of the haunted places that I have visited over on AmysCrypt.com. You guys can also follow me at AmysCrypt on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Thanks for watching, Crypt Keepers. Until next time.